In accordance with the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, this channel is not to be viewed by children under the age of 13. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey everybody, welcome to part 2 of Let's Play Ash of God's Redemption. I'm Dragon King Mark, and last time, well, we learned a lot. We're playing as Thorn. He and his daughter Gleda barely survived against, well, the reaping. Albius is basically gone, and now we're trying to get to safety. We need to get to the menhir. Or... where's the menhir? Yeah, I think it's that. I think it's either the triple menhir or the menhir. But we need to figure out where to go. I figured out a way to do it, and we need to... there's actually a way... if we can be able to get to the menhir in less than 3 days... or up to 3 days. If you can reach the menhir within 3 days. Yeah. I'm kind of looking up a guy right now to figure this all out, sorry. But if we can actually get up there in 3 days, we'll be able to get a freaking companion who will be very invaluable. So, let's go with the coal burners track. The coal burners track. A track that connects Albius and the Watchtower, recently built near the abandoned coal burners village. The coal burning business has moved, but the name stuck. As you can see, we lose Strixes. Strixes are basically what keep us alive. The road curves. From a distance you can already make out the Watchtower, the residence of guards and toll collectors. A grisly scene of a recent felony is underfoot. A ransacked cart and a murdered family. Husband hacked down, wife raped and strangled, and a baby crushed into the ground. A blade trail leads to the Watchtower. Krieger wipes the sweat off his brow with his sleeve. Damnation! Who could have done this? Where did the bandits come from? The trouble just started and here they are! Curses! The thugs must have gone to the tower. They probably have their eye on the toll collector's money. You raise your hand, demanding silence, and take a closer look at the victims. We were only a few minutes late. The blood is still fresh. The bastards who did this couldn't have searched the Watchtower yet. Let's pursue and kill them. Dismount your horses before the fight. There's no getting new mounts, so we best spare the ones we've got. It's not long before you catch up with the murderers. They didn't expect to see an armed band, but react quickly and scurry toward the forest. You're not letting them go. Good. I'm in the mood to kick some butt. Now, item. No. How do I get to the item? No. Ah. +1 energy. A plain golden earring, normally worn by sailors or lesser merchants. Perhaps there's a story behind it, but there's no one to tell it. Let's give it to Gleda. And let's go fight. I'm tempted to put auto battle on just to focus on the story. I mean, having auto battle on might be good, but I kind of want to also experience it occasionally, you know? So yeah, I have a guide. It's on my phone right now. I kind of need to figure it out just to figure out what the heck to do. These are all our cards. Let's go. And... alright, let's see here. Anger increases defense by 3. Attack by 1. Hello, viewer. Oh no. They just triggered a card. Okay, that's new. Alright, let's see. Shot. Let's shoot his stamina. Archers are really useful, I find. Then again, they have archers too. Give me a sec. Hey, D. Alright. Since this guy was crazy enough to try to attack me, let's repay the favor. Wait. I didn't mean to actually go up and shoot him. That worked too. But we're kind of overpowered thanks to being in story mode. Let's just go over there and then we will take this guy out. Bye-bye. I mean, I know I kind of want to focus on the story of this game anyway. So that's kind of why I chose story mode. Alright, HUD. Take him out. There we go. Lastly is Gletta. Oh no. Oh yeah, take him out. I like how every time you gain a death, you actually get some health back. Which this guy's gonna need. Oh wait, no, this guy. There we go. Huh. I think I was supposed to shoot him, but I know story mode will make this a bit easier, but at the same time, oh, we got Cure, a Faded Rune, and some level ups for everyone. I could increase the reaping, but I also know I don't want to because I kind of want to play this game, you know, fairly. When the fight is over, you glance at the tower. It's not that far. The sounds of battle must have carried well, yet nobody rushed to your aid. On the other hand, what can a guard or two do against a gang of thugs? Still wondering about that, you tell your companions to ride to the tower. Literally my throat gets sore whenever I do the voiceovers for this. Oh yeah, this is Banner Saga 5 right now. Remember that? It's also snowing here. You find the gates of the tower open and no one on watch. You turn to Krieger confused. Krieger looks around. Is this what they call guard duty? Where is everyone? Stein should be on watch. He's supposed to be reliable. Where's the tollman? By the gods, what's going on? Stein! You cut your friend short. Stop yelling. Stop yelling. We don't need to attract attention. Go see if anyone's badly wounded. Krieger shakes his head. They've got a couple of scratches, nothing dire. You rushed at them like a wild beast and everyone followed suit. After all we've seen, I tear this filth to pieces with my bare hands. Yeah, that's the thing with this game. This is like the Banner Saga, I mean, stylistic-wise. You agree? That's about right. All the dormant filth on our land is showing its ugly face now. Alright, let's have a look around. I like this place. Okay. Hod, Brett, Flit, you've got vigor. Slip around a bit. You command. Check by the river. Just try not to be seen. If we find no one near the tower, we will ride on. Let me go with Hod, Sop suggests. Who knows what kind of madmen lurk around the tower? Our boys will need help to fend them off. The soldiers draw the weapons and circle the tower. You notice stop walking in front, obviously shilling Hod. Do you see that, pal? You ask Krieger. Stops running around Hod like a pet dog, and Hod just turns his nose up. Strange friendship. Krieger laughs. Agreed. You know the nickname Sop got in company? Clodhopper. He's a kind fellow, very obedient and hardworking, but as soon as Hod's on the horizon, trouble's brewing. You shake your heads. Youngsters. I always have to keep an eye on them until the fighting toughens them up. Let's go take a look at the tower. Gleda, Fisk, you're with us. Just in case. I mean, it's smart. Examining the tower. There's blood on the rocks and the gate's broken. From the inside, it seems. Someone was killed at Krieger. Someone, you say? I think it's obvious. Was either the toll collector, the second watchman, or Stein. I forgot who I dispatched here. But where are the bodies? Saw that, eh, Thorn? Let's just go. Wise words, Captain. What are we standing around for? Waiting for those madmen to storm out from town? Wish we knew where to run. Run to? No. We must first get to the bottom of this. I don't want to get into even more shit. We're knee deep as is. And you, Fisk, any thoughts? Maybe it ain't the reaping at all. I say we find a quiet place to hide and sit it out. That's what I always do. It works every time. Just like you hide your ass during one of your benders, eh? Where'd that get you? You're a drunken fool, Fisk. A drunken fool. If it's the reaping, you can't hide. Doubly true if it isn't. Don't you worry. They'll find us. Why would they be looking for us? Not like we've done anything wrong. Killed a couple of townsfolk, but it was all like self-defense. I try to tell that to the officials. I'd rather control my own fate, thank you very much. I don't want to crawl into a hole and get burnt to a crisp like some kind of pest. What say you, Krieger? Where to? Well, returning to town is definitely a bad idea. We barely got away with our lives. I think we need to look out for sacred stones. It's not that far, especially on horseback. You think you're smart? The moment people realize what's going on, they'll all rush to the menhir. Let's ride to the stone farther away, shall we? Not many people there, just a small stockade. At the nearest stone, you'll have too many pilgrims from the neighboring towns and villages. Too much of a risk. Who knows how long our strictures will last? What if we have merely a day left? Let's get to the nearest menhir, the one in Dinfor village. I think that's enough talk. Besides, they've already found someone. Here they come. Well, at least Sergeant Stein is still alive. Let's ask him. Stein, you found the head watchman. Let's hear what he has to say. Buckling his belt with shaking hands. Krieger, is this an inspection? What's going on? It's been a wasteland for half a day, and now there's a crowd. Why didn't you all stay in the tavern? Well, I still live it, Chief. And what's going on here anyway? Why is the gate open? Stein breaks into a grin and shuts one wing of the gate. Scorched on its front is half of the same sigil you saw on Albius' gate. Oh shit. Stop! Don't touch the second one! Do you want to get us killed, you son of a bitch? You'll awaken the curse if you do it. Hang on. Krieger's right, Stein. Don't touch the gate. Yay, more loyalty. Did you shit your britches? Why worry now? We're cursed. Not to do about it. That damnable Mark really is a pain in the neck, though. But I stews it a bit. Want some? Throw some of that damned ice down your britches. Gods, the town's gone mad. The guards are killing each other. We just got out of a pile of shit and now we're deep in it again. So it's the same everywhere? Then it all matches. No one escaped. I didn't abandon my post. Then tell us what happened at your post. This sign didn't draw itself. I don't fill with symbols like some temple milksop. All I know is I saw a frightful creature. The tollman and I both collapsed where we stood. Ramlin was upstairs. I heard him falling too. Fortunate lad, he didn't fall out the window. This fiend got to the gate and drew some kind of mark. It's as if it burned it in. My neck felt like it was on fire. It bared its great teeth and told us we were all done for. Well, as for those words, perhaps I was just hearing things. Has it been practicing here or something? Damn. Lucky you're lucky to still be in one piece, Stein. Didn't you hear us calling? Didn't make a lick of difference to me who was calling. I was picking ice from under stones. If you don't believe me, hold on, knife it over the fire and press it to your neck, then we'll see how you respond. So you're picking ice in your watch? Nothing else to do? You want me to check imaginary carts? The only people I saw today were Rask the merchant with that weird axe of his, and a dozen guards chasing after him. Not a single bit of luggage. Where's the second watchman? And the tollman? About the toll collector? You see, there was an accident. He went berserk and attacked me. I fought for dear life and had to finish him off in the end. His corpse is behind the tower. Strange, ain't it? So he looked like a man who died like a beast. Ramlin just bolted. He must have gone to his home village in Dinford, the one by the menhir. I don't blame him. As far as I'm concerned, he's better off than the toll collector. How'd you manage to break the seal? By accident. Ramlin was inside. He got so scared he tumbled down the stairs and knocked the rotten gate down with his empty head. That's when we felt this scorching heat. The tollman went mad right away. Luckily for Ramlin, he decided to go at me first. His eyes were bulging, his mouth was foaming. Ugly business. Get your things and come with us. I want to live the rest of my days in such a way that I don't feel shame. I will not abandon my post, and neither should you. You want to accuse us of something, Stein? I won't judge you, Thorn, especially considering you're retired. But shouldn't Krieger be in charge of the soldiers and guards in Albius? And kill our own guards of the townspeople who are already killing each other? No, I'm not taking part in this butchery. Don't forget Stein. Krieger's the captain of the guard. No, more like Captain Coward. He should be sorting out this mess in town, not running for safety. I'll manage by myself, Thorn. Thanks. And as for Krieger, he'll definitely spend the rest of his days behind bars. You could just drop dead right here. You want to get involved? You want to get to the menhir in 2 days and stay alive? Eat shit then. Nothing to do here anymore, Thorn. Let's go. What the? Ramlin. The young guard could have returned to his village near Menhir Valley. Dinford Village in Menhir Valley. If Stein's right, the second guard must have ran there, to his family. What's it, you, Krieger? What kind of person is Ramlin? Not a bad fellow, but ain't worth rat's puke as a guard. Sorry wimp is what he is. All fancy schmancy. His only family is his grandma. She's Vandal, of the dark-skinned folk. You can tell she raised him by herself. That's got no father figure. Why'd you take him in then? Pity? Or did someone ask you to? Who'd give a crap about him? As I said, he's only got his grandma. As for why I took him in... Patrolling's boring, you know? Ramlin knows every tale in the world, it seems. Every guard I know wanted to be on duty with him, just to listen to the stories he tells. That's what too much peace does to guardsmen. Whatever. Have someone in Deerfoot Village certainly wouldn't help. At least we'll have somewhere to spend the night if it comes to it. Stories are important, honestly. You're at a couple of leagues from the tower. Gregor calls out over. I've got a feeling the sergeant's gonna blame us for the toll collector's death. Wouldn't it be safer to just kill him? You're about to tell Krieger off, but then stop yourself. On one hand, Stein's not a bad person despite his insufferable demeanor. On the other hand, the last thing you need is guardsmen chasing after you. This is a moral dilemma. I mean, I get where they're coming from. Don't get me wrong. Oh yeah, Oxford did a video about Fallout Tactics of all things. Nah, let's forget about it. The captain scratches his head. You know, you're probably right. I'm just getting too jumpy from all the shit we've been through. I'd soon be lashing out on people myself. Gotta let go before some of the nonsense gets in my head. Probably a good idea. Probably a good idea, Krieger. So, I've mostly just been gaming. Okay. Okay. We can go for the dry riverbed, or we can go for the Miller's Track. Dead Springs or Serpent Creek? How did this go again? Okay, if we can at least get to the village before the day's out. Let's go to the dry riverbed. The road follows a dry riverbed winding along a rocky plain. Let's go. In the distance, you see a loaded wagon pulled by 6 horses. Judging by the bales and crates tied to its roof, it belongs to a wandering merchant. Though the armed guard is fit for a prince. You take a closer look and recognize Mulas, a money changer from Albius. Let's say hello. You catch up to the wagon and greet Mulas. He waves at you, smiling. Learn that he's decided to move to Ursus with his family and possessions. He's moved out before the bell rung, so he knows nothing about the reaping. Hang on. Let me see about this. You know what? Let's at least look at his merchandise. We got some cash to spend. Let's see if he's got any Strixus. Okay, leather purse. Okay, that's actually good. Energy. Merchant's bracelet. Ooh. And some cards. Let's grab this. Always get Strixes. Let's grab the leather purse for good measure. And fragments. Let's get out of here. Alright, let's get out. See you, Miles. As you're rummaging through the goods looking for something useful, Miles launches your hands closely as if he suspects you might steal from him. Miles and his guards see you off with a distrustful stare, but you soon leave the wagon far behind. What the? The Phaeacians invaded Barcana. Hordes of Northerners have already marching across the lands of the 5 kingdoms. Wait, what? Holy crap! This is new. So it looks like as we're basically wandering off, we're getting involved in wars. Okay, this is way better than the Banner Saga. Okay, we've reached Serpent's Peak. Alright, let's go to the Highland Plateau. A roundabout way along gravel, rock slides, and sharp cliffs. A lone horseman comes into sight on the outskirts of Dinford village. His horse barely trots along. It looks as if it gallops without rest. The rider, just as exhausted, doesn't notice you until you catch up to him. Krieger raises himself in his stirrups, glares at the traveler, and shouts, "Well, if it isn't Ramblin'! Wait, you knucklehead, you! Don't you recognize your commander?" Taken aback, the lad hunches his shoulders, but then sighs in relief when he recognizes Krieger. "Hello, Captain. Hello, Captain Krieger. What brings you here?" "I'm on my way home. Not that far off, in fact." Krieger squints to scan the nearby houses. "The village isn't going anywhere, and your horse needs some rest anyhow. You'll ride the poor thing to death, you bonehead. Get off before it crushes you." Ramblin gets off the horse, and the exhausted animal collapses. I give the young Gar a scornful glance at this mount in order to talk to him. "Oh, Ramblin!" "Got your breath, boy. Take it easy. Now tell me one thing. Passed a dozen hamlets yesterday, but didn't see a single person. You know what's going on?" I don't know. I didn't stop at any hamlets. In fact, I didn't stop at all." Okay, this is, Why did you abandon your post in the tower? We've spoken to Stein already. He told us about the great creature, about you breaking the gate, and about the crazy tax collector, too. We wanted to hear your side of the story. So the toll collector went mad, but Stein's alright? Gods be praised. I was afraid to go back because I thought that two might kill me. What now? Do I have to go back to the watchtower? Go visit your grandma first. It's not far, you'll manage on foot. Consider it a short leave from Stein. Tell me, why didn't you go to Albius for your help? I was so shaken with fright I chose the familiar path to my home village without thinking. When I came to my senses, it was easier to keep going. My grandma's a great healer. Maybe she'll help me with the mark on my neck. And if she can't, the menhir's nearby. So the plague's got on you too. I thought the village killer can cure it. Go straight to the menhir after you visit your grandma. It's safer that way. We don't have a spare horse, so you'll have to walk, like Krieger suggested. You notice anything strange in your way? There's the footprints, maybe. Lots of them. Looks like a party on horseback, larger than yours. I didn't see them even though I rode without rest. But my guess is they're heading to our menhir. He knows that too. I can't imagine what company might be doing this. It's too big to be on patrol. Could be bandits? Then they'll find a way to your village. Never seen any bandits in these parts. We're not rich, and there are several bows and lances in every home. They'd lose more than they gain. There's also a watch around the menhir, and they will come to our aid.
Hey.
Alright, we'll deal with those mysterious horsemen later. How'd you ever manage to ride for so long? Well, I know a sort of incantation. Bucks you up a bit. Letter from my grandma. She's one of the vandals. They know their stuff. Can you buck us up? Not yet. Too tired. Besides, I'm a bit of a weakling compared to my grandma. She's very skilled. And she's also got special powders and poultices. We'll definitely see your grandma on the way back. I hope she sells some of us some potions to keep us healthy. Well, we have to set out. Yes, of course. I'll drop by my grandma's and then to the menhir. I suppose I'll return to Stein afterwards. Don't think of me a deserter, Captain. Just go already. Nobody's accusing you of anything. If it's your grandma or return to the watchtower, we aren't too preoccupied to care. Or we are too preoccupied to care. And I think this is either an abandoned homestead or... Oh, You pass a village. Its empty streets strike you as odd. A feeling of foreboding sets in, but you shrug it off. Right now, your only goal is the menhir. Everything else comes second. The villagers must have gathered near the sacred stone, Flit says. It's a holiday after all. You agree, relieved. Indeed, villagers near the menhir traditionally hold spring festivals. Lost in thought, you don't immediately notice someone addressing you. Flit calls to you again, pointing to the road. There's something smoking there, and scavengers circle the black plumes. You slow down to take a closer look. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god. I think this is where the villagers are. Oh crap, I think they're all dead. A heap of corpses sit in the middle of the road. So many bodies, men and women, old and young, even children. There's a scaffold and some spears sticking out of the ground. The smell of blood makes you lightheaded. You trot closer, pulling back the reins of your horse. Scorched and torn asunder, these people die without making a sound. Their mouths choked with dirt. Severed limbs lie nearby. You turn around slowly. Gladys stands nearby, clenching the hilt of her sword. The others stand further back, frozen in place. Gladys sobs. She's petrified, unable to get a word out. Feeling sick, she runs off on stiff legs. You order your men help Gleda and keep their distance. A low whimper draws your attention. You notice a pregnant woman struggling under the corpses. She suffers severe mutilation and won't last long without aid. It seems the woman will deliver a child within a matter of hours. If you leave her here to die, the child dies with her. If you bring her along, she'll be a great burden, not to mention the baby, if it survives. We're helping her out. You wade through the corpses and pull the woman out from under the pile. Your companions come to your aid. The group lacks a healer, and it's pointless to return to the village. These corpses are all that's left of it. Seems you'll have to bring the woman and the men here. I think we're making great time. Oh, shit. You stop your company at the bridge. Suspicious figures stand on the other side. The watchmen's bodies hang nearby, close to the blood-soaked menhir. Flick grows pale. Aren't they incense? The old chronicles call them abominations. I've read they will enchant blades that can fly. Weep time's upon us. You draw your sword. They've noticed us. Be on your guard. These aren't fools. They've gathered near the bridge. We have to dismount. Don't swarm on their path like this. You'll only get to each other in each other's way. Gleda, look after the wounded girl. You order some of your companions to get to the bridge and the others to guard the rear. It feels as if the Ensigns want you on the bridge so they can bring it down. Oh crap. Okay. Krieg! You're in. Oh. Level up. This is new to me. Okay. Here's the thing. You can actually get your biography from here. The only son of a family of impoverished farmers, he's a retired captain of the Ottoland Royal Guard whose name graces the books of honor's first page. He was a 3-time fencing champion at Barkana and was the best swordsman of Odola for a decade. He is a mentor and a patron of the Albius Young Warriors Regiment and a role model for both students and subordinates. He climbs every rung of the military ladder, rising from page and shield bearer to Count Vichy. To his grace's savior during the famous campaign to the edge of the Terminum and the Vale. He's a veteran of the northern campaigns, the Gabodian War and the Battle of the Southern Isles. He's been given the title of Baron, a family coat of arms, several royal awards, and an honorary pension. He's also sired 2 children with his only wife. So this is... Oh man, this guy's got some backstory. Okay. Oh, right, that's a good point. Okay. Suppressed anger, destructive anger, aggression. Ooh. So once we get to level 4, let's see here. Cooldown, endurance, resilience. Let's see. Attack, health, energy, walking and running. Shelter. Oh, a passive. Every attack when 2 enemies defined when this character dies. Let's grab... Yeah, let's do that. Alright, let's see about you. Nimble Blade. Minus 20% health to the cost of the ability. 100% attack. Minus 2 cooldown for swiftness. 5% health. Oh, she's got high loyalty. That explains it. Let's go for... solid cover. Ooh. Ah, I guess this is only one-shot thing. The daughter of Thorin and Leaky Brennan, an appointed baroness, the ancestral book of Vichy cites her as the heir of her mother's father, Count Stacket Vichy, along with her brother. Alas was given special permission to join the Albius regiment of young soldiers and trained in the art of war under her father's guidance. She was a maid of honor for the royal house of Odola, but never visited the royal court due to being underage. The Odolan mentors note her as a young woman inclined toward exact sciences and fine arts, who has high sensitivity and resistance to magic. For the past 3 years, she's been training with her own mother in Albius City where her family now lives. Let's see. Actually, let's see. No injuries. No injuries. Alright. Alright. Thorn, you're gonna keep the coin purse. Okay, let's see. Someone needs this. Yeah, Hod, you can have that rune. And... fight. I'm just waiting for this to load. Alright. Let me, this time, controls, the options. Let's turn auto battle on. Wait. Animation speed. Let's go for ×2. Let's go. Okay, maybe that was a bit too fast. Hod, what are you doing? Oh, I guess they're all prepping. Shoot the Esh. Nice shot. Oh, they're buffing. If you remember in the opening cutscene for this game, this was basically when you. This is basically the opening. These were the enemies in the opening cutscene that Hopper killed. What the hell is Hod doing? One way of killing them. Oof. You know, maybe I should do battles more often. I mean, I can usually do one battle a day, I guess. Alright, let's see what this go. Oh god, he's going for him. Oh, thank god he's alive. Oh, he's dead. Now it just remains that one guy. Nah, scratch on Krieger. Krieger, finish him. Nice. Same by strictures, a cure shard, some decent gold. Ooh, everyone got level up. Except Krieger. I'll deal with that later. You notice Ramblin' on the bridge. He towers along, eyes lifeless. You know the horrors he's seen and want to approach him, but Galetta beats you to it. Ramblin' hugs her and starts crying, nearly choking on his tears. You can't bring yourself to interrupt them. Galetta tries to calm him down while you listen to his jumbled account of what happened in the empty village. Judging by the bloodstains, some of the bodies were thrown into the river and some go silent. You turn your attention to the menhir. I think since we managed to get here before the day was out, we should, at the very least, be able to meet the guy we can find. But man, yeah, survivor. But let's talk to Ramblin'. In spite of everything he went through, the lad seems to have regained his senses. Oh god, I'm pretty sure his grandma's dead. They killed everyone in my village. Some were thrown in the river, others... Oh, you saw the corpses along the road. Even people from the neighboring hamlets. Why do these bastards do this?
Hey.
I don't know. Seems like they stay for pain and death. In any case, we purged this place of abominations, and we'll kill any more of them we find. Touching the lock on his neck. My grandmother thought I was a wizard material. Chief gave me your amulet. Let me come with you, Thorn. I don't want to be a wizard. I want to be a warrior. That's why I joined the guards. Take the amulet, please. No. I'm not taking it. Some battles are won by sorcerers, not swordsmen. Though wielders of magic are warriors too, in a sense. Your grandmother's amulet is Strix encrusted, and that explains a lot. Keep it. Now, if you're ready to fight and follow orders, you can come with us. Anything else you want to say? Loyalty increase. Ramlin. He listening nervously. Ramlin opens his purse, hand shaking, and gives you several magic cards. How'd you come by magic cards? They're heavy, like lead. Not to the touch. You say you don't want to be a wizard? These cards belong to my grandmother. I played with them when I was little. She said that if they ever got heavier, it'd mean playtime was over and something bad was brewing. I want to give them to you. You're my senior, you should use them. Do you even realize what they are? What's there to realize? Grandmother said that these cards aid those who wish to use magic, or shield themselves from it, but have no shamanic power of their own. They're Kimran, and the Kimra themselves are said to be descended of those abominations. I've heard of them. I wasn't expecting that they'd suddenly gain power. I want a couple myself. I could have guessed that ancient trinkets would be of use. The reaping started, Thorn. We used to be superstition and legend is now manifesting through magic. You must have noticed that some items are displaying special properties. The cards are no exception. What use are your cards? You can normally figure out what a card does by the picture. They're not for wizards, remember? They're for those deprived of such power, so each carries a clue. Easy as falling off a horse. Grip the card tightly and use your will to direct its power. They're useful, no arguing that. But I'm more at ease with the sword on my hip. You can't scatter an enemy squad with a hand of cards. Who knows? I've never used them myself, but it's possible that a card might trump a weapon. Everyone can use them. It's worth remembering. Why are some broken? They're not broken, just incomplete. I remember when my grandmother got a hold of a handful of shards. She assembled the picture and then the shards sort of glued themselves together. Do you suggest I hunt for these shards everywhere I go? It's up to you. People have always collected fragments of these cards, even though they have no idea of their true value, using them as amulets and souvenirs. That's why you'll find many merchants selling them. Same with items which contain strixes. Thanks. That's how we left. Take care of these cards. Anyone can use them. Sometimes it's better to rely on a weapon instead of standing around and waiting for something magical to happen. I expect you to do more than just gape. Or stand there. If you can cast proper spells, do it. And thank you for the plaques. I have a feeling we'll need them. Well, you can count on me. And make haste. There's something strange and evil emanating from the menhir. I wouldn't tarry. Ramlin is so nice. You got 5 strixes from it. You watch Ramlin go and notice the commotion near the wounded woman. Glad it stops as you run up. She's giving birth, Dad! Chase them all off and let Ramlin do his thing. Seems like he's the only one who knows what to do. Everyone runs around looking for clean water and rags. You don't remember feeling such pressure, even when commanding a company of soldiers. After all the effort, you finally rewarded with a baby's cry. Greta looks at you longingly. The baby's safe, but we couldn't help the mother. She's gone through too much. I'll search for supplies of the watch. Maybe I can find some milk. We need to find a safe place for the baby. We shouldn't delay. Okay, but let's talk with the survivor guy. Hold. You mustn't. Abominations the monk. Oh, you got an achievement. Abominations corrupted the sacred stone. It brings only death now. I saw people die after touching the menhir. The last captives were dragged atop the stone by those enses. Curses, so that's why they soaked in their blood. Damned witchery, pieces of shit. Thanks for the warning in any case. And why in Terminum are you just sitting there? Aren't you glad to be saved? Honestly, I can't even stand straight. I'd already given up hope, but I am truly grateful. Make no mistake. My name is Vi. I'm a wandering monk. My prayers to the gods will be on your behalf from now on, in every temple in Barkana. My name's Stormbrennan. I'm a retired captain of the guard. You can meet the others later. Before you get back to praying, tell me what happened here. Why'd they let you be alive? Why did they leave you alive? They changed the quotes from this. The abominations didn't kill all the villagers right away. Some were captured and forced to take a mass grave until it came to their turn to die. The menhir was covered in blood. All that remains. Why'd they need a grave? They didn't bury those they slaughtered on the other side of the bridge. I have no idea. I think they just wanted to torture us for as long as they could. And made it as painful and horrifying as possible. Those fiends. Putting so many to the sword all in a single day in the grave. I'll have to make use of it, I'm afraid. How'd the watch manage to miss a whole mob of adversaries and captives? There was too many of them. First it was the cavalry, we didn't even know what hit us. Then we heard cries from the other side of the bridge. Even more abominations. Some of them, like mountains, stayed behind, the others rode away. So, that's what those prints were. Gosh, truly saved our necks. We could have just as easily ran into them on our way here. You mentioned captives. What happened to them? I heard screams and saw smoke rising. All dead. No more spared. Not children, nor the elders. Show me your neck. Any marks on it? So this place got to you too? Let me tell you something. You know those rare gems called Strixes? They fight off the corruption, but only for a time until they burn out. We've heard about it already. Thanks anyway. So how did you come across the Strixes and learn of their properties? I meant to meet with the abbot at the temple of one of the temple libraries. Then a scroll about the reaping caught my eye. Usually no one reads them. I mean, it's just legend. And I've got a Strix in my beads. An old tradition. All of us wandering monks wear them. Vi, you're the luckiest person I've ever met. The gods must be keeping you alive for some higher purpose. Sorry. You've already told me what I needed to know. And what will you do now? We'll just have to try another menhir. The ensigns couldn't have smeared blood on all of them, could they? There's a menhir on the Winter Ursus, with a small stockade around it. Perhaps the watchmen there will be able to beat the abominations back. Let me come with you. I have to get to the temple in Ursus and tell the abbot what I've seen. At least I won't be alone for half the journey if I join your company. Well, I can't just leave you alone now, can I? Just know that you must obey my every order without question if you wish to stay with us. Also, it would seem you've left us a couple of horses. How nice of them. Watch. Grave. Burial near a menhir usually requires a special permission, but none of that matters to you now. You decided against burying the bodies by the road. At least the fallen beside the menhir have found a common grave. With no further business here, you prepare to depart. You notice Gletta is in deep thought. Before you say a word, Gletta speaks up. Dad, why didn't you let me go on the bridge? Dad, am I a bad fighter? Or were you going easy on me during training? You feign surprise. And who else will care for the wounded? Our men aren't exactly a nurturing bunch, so I put my trust in you. And judging by you handled the child birth, I wasn't wrong to do so. As we're going easy on you during training, that's complete and utter nonsense. Let's go with Sop. You can tell that Gletta is taken aback by all the praise and decides to seize the moment. Grab your stuff, all of you. The child's going with you, Gletta. There's a squad of ensigns prowling about, so get back to the saddles. Everyone make haste. Alright, Watchtower. We got a little camp here. And since we got a lot of people to level up. Oh, Vi and Ramlin. Ugh. Hod. This young soldier of Albius regiment arrived in Albius with his friend Sop from Oda. His lineage is unknown. The young man stays in the good graces of Geronan's representatives in Oda. He may be related to the burgomaster of Albius, who often visits the regiment to ask about his students' health. The secret royal chancellery found that he is withdrawn and arrogant, but listens well. Hot avoids cursing and lying, and doesn't like to gossip. He preserves his honor and dignity. He's likely been trained in the art of war since he leaves his peers and even mentors behind in some skills, like knife throwing. He's a loner, even keeping his friend Sop at a distance. He likes to make fun of his peers, but hasn't made any enemies. He could be a nobleman trying to hide from malevolent kin, or a Phrygian spy with special training. Alright. We can get more resilience, which might be good. Might, 1 to attack. 1 to attack distance. -2 cooldown, 2 activation time. Ooh. Well, you are my assassin. Flit. An Odanian Odalin commoner, son of a royal scribe. A law concerning veteran privileges and his father's service in the Odalin King's Brigade, as well as his military achievements during his father's campaigns, liberated him from trade fees and allowed him to join Oda's training company. Being a good student in warcraft, coupled with his knowledge of languages and history of war, he was granted the right to join a border regiment of free soldiers located in Albius City, under supervision of Captain Krieger and the Burgomaster Trouble. For 2 years, Flint is easy to offend, but isn't the vengeful type. He's usually the brunt of his peers' jokes and pranks. He frequently irritates them by meddling in their affairs and demonstrating how well read he is. Reportedly conceals the fact of his father's death, which left him with no family and no job, and his current narrow circumstances in which he has to rely on his father's former companions in arms for support. Oof. I feel for him. Accuracy, focus. Ooh, focus. Oh, yes. We are leveling this up. Sop. Fisk. This Odanian subject is this unseemingly royal guard from Albius, a hardened squad warrior. He's a great fencer, decorated for devotion and courage, and he participated in southern campaigns. He was punished for breaking the warrior's code of conduct and was discharged due to ill health, but was never subjected to corporeal punishment or incarceration. The theory is he's under Burgomaster Trouble's protection because of his connection to Fisk's mother. Was not proven because of her death. Let's see. 50%. Interesting. Oh, that's Onslaught. Long Spear. Ooh. No! Dang it, I meant to go for Long Spear. And Brett. Focus. Archery Master. Always go for that. This misbegotten citizen of an undignified caste is the Odalin King's subject. Records only mention his mother, Elsker, from the house of Viva, a daughter of a craftsman from the weaving shed of Ola. He was freed from trade fees and joined the Odalin Milk Training Company due to an unknown nobleman's mysterious request. See the royal decree on honor, kindred redemption, fees and bailments, privacy correspondence, blah blah blah. Okay, according to the secret temple chancery findings, he is ambitious, calm, and patient. He's the second to none when it comes to his warcraft, though his fencing skills are lacking. His fate doesn't seem to hold fame or fortune, but he's the type of person to achieve them nonetheless. He's known for his commitment, brevity, and prevalent aloofness, traits that please his mentors and set them apart from his peers. From his impressive knowledge of warcraft, he was granted the right to join the border regiment of free soldiers in Albius City, under the supervision of Captain Krieger and Burgomaster Trouble for 2 years. Alright. We got 2 archers, a spearman. Actually, let me see. Let's pop in you. We'll pop Krieger. We already got a decent warrior with him. And we'll swap out Hot. We'll pop Ramlin in. Okay. Now what to do? Ooh. I'm gonna check that out. Actually, you know what? I think I'll actually call in here for today. I mean, we did pretty good. I mean, this will be a good place to end off for here today anyway. I mean, we got to the menhir. Things did not go like I planned. But we did manage to get some good... we did manage to level everyone up. Most of us. We even got 2 new companions in Ramblin and Vi. Now we just need to get out of the menhir. Until then, this is Dragon King Mark, and next time, we're going to leave the menhir and see what happens next. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified, and I will see all of you next time. Laters.